here.
Wait a minute. This isn't April Fool's. We're actually here.
We're here.
We didn't leave you sitting here for a half an hour. I didn't leave you sitting here for a half an hour. We actually showed up today.
I had no idea it was a half an hour, baby.
I can't believe y'all had patience to sit here for a half an hour and wait.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We truly do.
We do. We do. It's been an adventure, guys, but we're back.
There's been a whole lot going on with both of us. So we're so excited to be back. We've missed everybody. Yeah.
So for anybody that's coming from the TikTok side of things and may not be caught up on your story, you're in a whole different setup there. What's going on, Eddie? What do you got over there?
We are actually in a house. Yay! We sold our bus, came off the road. We are still traveling. We are now calling ourselves zip coded instead of zip codeless. We're still traveling, but we're traveling by our truck and we're just making short runs, visiting friends, families, but we are now stationary and we're in a home. So we're looking forward to starting our new adventure. And with that said, our whole banner has changed too on YouTube. So you'll notice that as well. Yeah.
And this is what originally started our break from Murder Mystery Haunted History until
Yes.
she put out her story that she had actually bought a home. She couldn't necessarily come sit in her new home and do Murder Mystery Haunted History and not tell anybody where she was at. So we had to let the storyline catch up over on her channel before she would go live with me over here. So I totally understand that. But she also did get a new pet. Nettie, you got a new pet that was hanging out, didn't you?
Wow. It's a pet I want to kill. Is that the pet you're talking about? We got bit by a scorpion that was not invited. And we went to bed and he attacked me and Mal in the bed. And he's still alive. We can't find him. Hopefully we will. We think it's in the closet. But I hope Joy doesn't find him first because she is a bug chaser. So
is that not the stuff that nightmares are made of, guys? Waking up to a scorpion saying, "Hello, how you doing?
Welcome home."
So she has a new pet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a minute and welcome everybody in. We have Annie, MC, Chrissy. We have I'm gonna let you pronounce this one.
Oh, that's Nicole and Steve family. Yep, from Chrissy. Des. Yep. Badal TV. Thank you for coming in.
I would have said it that way, actually. That's how I would have pronounced it. We have Mel Nettie living free zip codeless. If you haven't yet, if you're over here on my side watching, go ahead and click on her name. It'll take you right over to hers. Go do the like, drop a comment over there. It helps with her engagement too. And
with us as well. We have BB also linked at the top of our chat. So if you're not connected with BB3, please click on that link and head over to her live. Click, ring the bell, and you'll really absolutely love all her videos. Go back and check out her videos too. She does cool stuff over there as well.
And if one of the mods don't mind going ahead and pinning Nettie's channel at the top, I would greatly appreciate that so we can refer back to it as we go along. All right. And then we have the famous Roy and Becky. We have Joe, who is better known as Grumpy Bear. Hello, hello. We have Okie Dokie.
Okie Dokie.
Chrissy Mama.
Hello, Chrissy.
Catherine Cook. Thrifty Angela, I've been seeing your stuff over on the TikTok. Good.
She's been getting ready for Mother's Day. She's got all kinds of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, if y'all ain't following her, she does dollar store craft ideas, so super inexpensive, and she shows you how to put stuff together, and it looks incredible when it's done. And she does it for all the holidays, so go check that out. We have Miss Linda Barker. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, Linda.
And I think I've gotten everybody now.
Okay.
We'll say hello to people as they come in. So we're going to start out with, actually, Nettie had this story put together. I looked at the timeline.
It's
This
been a
was
while.
March. March.
I don't even remember the story, y'all, but I think it's good.
We've been missing since March. Hi, guys.
I know. Sorry, y'all.
And then we have Ashley. I don't know if Ashley, Miss Ashley here, has been nice enough to share beautiful pictures with me, but also making me extremely jealous. You know where she's been vacationing right now?
No,
Where the
where?
wild horses are on the beach. You know, the place where the wild horses run up on the beach in North Carolina. What's the name of it, Ashley?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that, BB.
Yeah, there's a
Wild
place where
horses.
wild horses run all along the beach.
Wow, I bet that's cool.
Incredible. I would love to see it. We're gonna plan some kind
Yeah,
of vacation, but Outer Banks. That's what
Outer Banks.
yeah.
I need to check that out.
That's where she was. It was beautiful.
I
All
can
right, so the
imagine.
story is let's see.
What is the name? Okay. 5 of the most haunted locations in Texas.
You love it over there? You've been there, Thrifty Angela?
Oh, really? She's seen the horses are. Oh my goodness, Thrifty
Mhm.
Angela.
We all are gonna show up next year. Yeah, I'm gonna try to plan like a gathering,
Yeah,
maybe there because I would love to see that. I would love that sounds like a for people that don't live in that area, that's like a
hmm
once in a lifetime opportunity to see something like that. So
Oh, we got Jeremy and Cheryl, Cruise Adventures. Thank you for
oh,
coming in. Jeremy is actually, he helped me set up my Nightbot. Isn't he
oh,
sweet? Yeah,
oh, nice.
I appreciate them coming in. They have a great channel too, if y'all need to check them out. Arvine with G. Yo, G's here.
Um, I've been playing with things and I learned how to use an OBX or Joe, is it OBX? OB something. OBS. OBS
Yes.
program. And it's like I can make it to where people can talk through my computer to me. So like if I was to go out live in public and take my phone with me, people
Yeah.
could say whatever they wanted to embarrass me in public.
What?
Like, yeah, that's just one of the things it does. But yeah, you can
Wow.
set up this one program to so where anything that people are saying in the chat can come through
Yeah.
the speaker. And I was pretty proud of myself being able to figure out a system like that. It was a good moment.
Uh, I don't know if I could figure something out like that. Sounds pretty interesting.
OBS is very difficult. That StreamYard has made OBS pretty much something that doesn't need to exist now, which is nice because it's so user friendly. But
Oh, wow. Okay.
all right, let's get into it.
Yes.
Let you go first.
Okay. From eerie roads to creepy, defunct hospitals, these spots and the stories behind them will send chills down your spine.
We also have PSV Odyssey in here.
Howdy, howdy.
Yeah, OBS was a program just for everyone that's kind of still wondering about that. OBS was a program that would allow you to live stream to different areas and have a little more control over the way things looked, like backgrounds and things like that. And then StreamYard came out, and pretty much everyone stopped using OBS.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Kim.
Thank you for coming in, Kim.
Ouch, my internet's only giving me 2 to 3 words at a time. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
For every person now alive, science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke once wrote, there stand 30 ghosts.
Can you imagine? For every person now alive, there's at least 30 ghosts.
Can they all be my friend? Can they
Possibly.
be can they be good ghosts at
Yeah.
least?
For that is a ratio by which the dead outnumber the living. So it stands to reason that wandering spirits around in a vast state like Texas. And I never even thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine, how long people have been around,
Mhm.
how many are deceased that are just in our space. Oh, we just lost power.
Oh, did you? Is it
Yeah,
back?
my lights flicker.
It
But
just it just scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. All of a sudden, I heard the beep, beep, and I was like, like, I'm literally as we're talking about Ghost, she lose power, guys.
yeah, let me turn my light back on. And went boom. Yeah, we have thunderstorms coming right now. So,
Nice, nice, nice. You're fine, Kimmy. We just got started. Um, says that was when Clark was alive. If that number is true, it's probably closer to 40 to 50 now.
oh, I didn't think about that, Joe.
That's true. That's true. I just jumped. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Look, I lost power again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. The ghost want us to continue. That's what they're asking for. So we're gonna go on.
We're going to go on. Yeah.
They want to hear more of the story. You can hear the thunder in the background.
Can
Tell
you
me this
hear
ain't
it?
a comeback. We got a scary story and storms.
From the barren deserts of the west to the thick woodlands of the east, specters have been reported to haunt defunct hospitals, active schools, lonely highways, and thriving hotels. They're here, Nettie.
Annabelle, please turn her lights back on.
Right now we have no power. No power, but
Well,
I got
give her
power to
some
my
power
computer.
back, please. Whether
Oh,
you believe in the afterlife or just enjoy the spine tingling tale, you don't have to look far in Texas for a haunting. Sometimes you just need to look over your shoulder. Oh, goodness.
what the?
We're finding out a lot about Nettie's house tonight.
Yeah. And that scorpion somewhere too, y'all. Just to remind you. East Texas, Bragg Road, Saratoga.
The spirit is with us.
Deep, dark woods and an off scene but unexplained light. These are ideal ingredients for a good ghost story. The big ticket is a dense by diverse forest region in East Texas.
Texas is so big. That's something I think, like, I didn't, as a kid, really understand that Texas was so large compared to all the rest of the states.
Uh-huh. It is like over 800 miles if you go from like El Paso all the way through, what is it, Houston area. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. Nettie's house is a haunted house tonight. No.
So I have a question because I'm trying to just StreamYard question really quick, Nettie.
Yeah.
When I'm watching my StreamYard and it has the little icon, the little
Yeah,
linked
like a little
icon,
link. The little link.
that means they're commenting on your stream, right? And I'm
Right.
able to see them.
And
Okay.
then I see the link and I know that they're over on your side. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right. Well, I want to shout out some of the people then really quick that went over to the other stream and are showing support over there because it really does help if you go back and forth and kind of
Yeah.
share the love. So, Kim, thank you for sharing the love and commenting over there with Nettie and Ashley. Same thing for you. Thank you guys for commenting over there. I think Joe, you went over there too.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
So, thank you guys for going to the other stream as well. It does
No,
help.
Linda, I didn't buy a haunted house. Not that I'm aware of.
Don't be telling her that. Nope, nope, she
No,
didn't.
no. Yeah.
A few tribes, including the Alabama Oh, come on. Kausada? Kausada and Kato
Yeah, that's good.
hunted around the edges, but it was essentially uncharted territory when
Angler?
Anglo
Angler?
settlers arrived in the 1830s seeking solitude to hunt and carve out subsistence farms. These are some big words.
There's some
Hello.
big words, y'all.
Hey, Shannon. Welcome in. Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
thank you for coming in. Swampy, dark, and difficult to penetrate, it was a destination for people who didn't want to be found. Oil and lumber operations rendered the terrain more accessible, but the big ticket remains plenty dense and mysterious today. I have Joy over here, so you may hear her in a minute.
In the heart of the big thicket is Hardin County, and in the heart of Hardin County is the infamous Bragg Road, home to the countless sightings of the ghost road light, aka Big Thicket Light, Saratoga Light, and Bragg Road Light, that appears to nighttime travelers on the road between Saratoga and the defunct village of Bragg Station. So there's just some random light.
Yeah, some random light. Ooh, did you hear that?
I did hear that one. Hang on.
Scared me. Joy went running.
I don't think she brought anything haunted with her because she won't even take her baby doll
No,
with her.
Annabelle. Well, not Annabelle, but Drusilla is with
Drusilla.
me.
Drusilla stays here with me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I heard about this on the Travel
Oh,
Channel.
did ya? Yeah, it's just some random light. So
Oh,
that's the road.
that's not a scary road at night, I'm sure.
Travel
I'd
at
walk
night,
down
y'all.
it. Let's go for a little hike.
Yeah. Before the current road was built, the Arrow Strait clearing served as Santa Fe Railroad's branch line, built in the 1903. From its inception, locals considered the line haunted by Mexican laborers murdered by a thieving foreman, a mm, re, re, recalcitrant deserter shot by Confederate soldiers.
Big words.
Big words.
A hunter lost forever in the woods, and a decapitated railroad brakeman searching for his head.
Oh,
But all the stories share a common theme, a floating orb of light.
wonder how big this freaking light is.
No kidding. And it a decapitated railroad worker?
Maybe it's his head. You
It's
never
his
know.
head. He's just
Yeah.
carrying his head around and it's
Yeah.
glowing. Yeah, they had places like this, like urban legends and stuff.
Oh,
Gotcha.
wow. Yeah.
Ashley said, wouldn't find me down there alone.
Me neither, Ashley.
Shannon said, right. The last place you see before you go.
Yeah.
Just looks like a quiet country road.
The road replaced the railroad tracks in 1934, but the light remained, seen by hundreds of people over the decades. In the 1960s, Archer Fullingham, uh, Inca last editor of the County News, spread its notoriety in articles.
What is Texas doing with their words? Why are they naming
I
things
don't
so
know.
hard?
I'll say y'all and stuff like that. Yeah, okay,
Hey,
Joy.
Mandy. Thank you for supporting over there on Netty.
Oh,
Make sure
thank you
you hit
so
her
much,
channel.
Mandy.
Good to see you in here. That's where they filmed the Blair Witch Project.
Hey, yeah.
Probably. That movie was the first time I realized how sick I can get from watching TV.
Right? There it is.
That is a big light. That is a huge light.
Could be the size of a head. Never know.
That is a much bigger light than I was expecting. I was expecting like a
Yeah, like
little
a little orb, because they're
yeah.
not very big orbs.
National Geographic published a clear photo of the light in a 1974 feature about the Big Thicket. Texas folklorist Francis Abernethy
Hmm.
documented sighting stories from old timers and young folks alike.
So I wonder if that was a photo that we just saw. Possibly.
Hmm.
And in 1997, Hardin County designated Bragg Road as Ghost Road Scenic Drive Park. A pretty road through the woods in the daytime turns into a spooky spot for supernatural sightings by night. Word is the most auspicious time to see the light are on moonless autumn nights. Dare you go? No, I won't go. Not at night. During the day, it doesn't look so bad, but what if you break down and then you end up there at night?
I think I would go at night, but I would make sure
Yeah.
like I had people with me. There's no way I'd go by myself.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd probably do it at night though, maybe.
yeah.
I'd have to have a group of people with me though. Now that's terrifying.
Hmm.
South Texas Yorktown Memorial Hospital.
Always the hospitals, right?
There's so much death in the hospital though, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
From the outside, Yorktown Memorial Hospital looks like the definition of haunted. A 30,000 square foot building with a granite and concrete facade and overgrown bushes around its sides. Broken windows lead into a black interior. The door is chained shut. Inside the building, a cool breeze wafts down the dark hallway, leaves press against dusty windows, and wasps crawl along the walls.
Yeah, that's just too much crap. I'm sorry, y'all, but no, it's like it makes me think of like flies in the windows. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Oh, look at it. Wow.
That I don't know. It looks so plain. Like it's so
I wonder if it's missing some of its structure because you
I'm
would think there would
wondering.
be more to that.
Yeah, I'm wondering because it does look plain. Hold
Yeah,
on. I'll go with a group, but I'm wearing an adult diaper.
right.
Same. I'm only going with a group. Larice,
Oh,
did you say hello, our beautiful friend?
yes, thank you for coming in, Louise. Aw.
All right, let me get this comment over here going. Oh, it's got to move up a little bit before I can pin it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Crossover Paranormal Society. Hello and welcome.
Welcome in. Originally built in the 1950s and managed by the Felican Sisters of the Roman Catholic Church, the sprawling facility contains two main floors, a basement, two wings, a chapel, and an observation tower. The hospital closed in 1986, says current caretaker Stephanie Mayfield, after a new facility opened in nearby Carrero.
From then on, the building operated as a drug rehab facility, but the state closed it in 1992. The building sat empty, attracting stories of terrible malpractice and lurid behaviors. Rumor has it that hundreds of patients died there, Mayfield said. Well, that's
Wow.
terrible.
Yeah.
The thunder in the background is making this whole experience so great.
Um, I only have one light on, like the whole house is black. So luckily, this light is plugged into my computer, or you wouldn't see me right now. And naturally, it also acquired a lasting reputation for ghosts. There are stories of patients killed by neglect or surgical mistakes, and the ghost of the surgeon who is often held responsible. A fearsome black specter with red eyes has been reported to haunt the chapel and growl when Bible verses are read there. Now that is just too. That's like demonic. That
That's
is,
not something that I would honestly wanna mess with. Anything that's, like, growling when there's
yeah.
no. No, thank
I'm
you.
out.
Ain't going into no basement, hate basements. No, I'm in a basement.
BB's in a basement. BB found a picture in the basement.
A picture that was hopping around and disappearing too,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Mm.
crazy. Yeah.
And then I decided to make my basement spooky, so,
Yeah. It just goes with the theme.
Joe, you would mess with something that oh, no, thank
No,
you.
Joe.
No, no, no.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why they leave stuff behind. I don't know. They
Is
just
it
try to get out.
cheaper? Like, it cost them money to haul it out, maybe?
Yeah.
Mayfield says she once saw the ghost of a young man staring out from behind the locked front doors, a bullet wound in his head. The spirits of the nuns residing on the second floor are said to push and scratch at men with tattoos.
Oh, they don't like men with
Yeah.
tattoos, Joe. You got tattoos?
It's terrifying.
Mayfield has experienced feeling of oppression, weight, and cold spots. Unseen things touching her during tours. Just walking through the building makes her jittery, and she mentions hearing footsteps and faint moaning sounds.
I'll ship you some holy water. My next place to live. My next place to live. Nothing like a good evil spirit to contend with. No, no.
No.
I do have tats. She can scratch me any day. Joe's in there having an
Joe's like,
argument.
I'm in.
Joe's in there trying to like settle this relationship. We're
Right?
in a relationship, whether you like it or not. Scratch me? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Just behave yourself. Like in there,
perfect.
I'm picturing him in there talking to himself. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, wow.
A lot of awful things went on here, Mayfield says. The place freaks me out. The vibe's not good. Once you shut those doors and get in there, or once you shut those doors and get in here, you forget there's even anything beyond the hospital. Okay, that's scary. If you
Yeah,
start to like forget that you could leave if you wanted to, and
it's
no, that's weird.
okay. Joy's running. It's thundering
Joy's
here
like,
now.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah. The hospital is on private property and had been a popular spot for ghost tours since the building was acquired in part by Joan Ann Marks Rivera, owner of Victoria's Black Swan Inn. Likewise, is haunted. So I guess she has two properties that are haunted.
She probably loves haunted stuff and invest in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, look at that doll, like Annabelle.
see, I would bring that baby home.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Somebody set that stuff up like that because that mouse doll sitting there like that, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Hey, Shanna.
Shanna, welcome in.
Yeah, no, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Riviera hired Mayfield to look after the building after the departure of an earlier caretaker. The hospital offers daily walking tours for $25,
Mm,
photography, video shoots for $100 an hour, and
wow.
overnight investigations for $500. Now I wonder, 500, does that cover photography and everything too to stay overnight, or do you have to pay the 500 plus an additional $100? Probably
And is
not,
it
right?
catered? Can you eat there at least?
Well, I know that like a lot of YouTube channels go and do investigations and
Yeah.
they like pay to rent out the place and everything. Um, and I've always kind of wondered how much that stuff cost because it
Right.
seems like
Yeah.
it'd be pretty pricey. 500's not bad though.
Mm,
500 for a night with a group of people? That's not bad.
that's not too bad.
Split the cost. Unless they're charging 500 a person, then that's
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I wonder how many people you can have at that $500.
yeah, it's kind of what
The
what
hos-
I was wondering.
yeah, the hospital has been. I'm sorry, the hospital has had a recent problem with vandals breaking in for unauthorized ghost hunts, graffiti, or other mischief, often leaving the building antique furniture in bad shape.
And did y'all see that furniture? How much worse can it get?
I know exactly. You hear my thunder?
I love it. That thunder is adding perfectness to this. Ashley's not going in there.
Yeah, I'm not going, Ashley. I'm with you.
It's so good to see you. I love your profile picture, Shanna. Mayfield wishes to remind everyone that this doesn't just rile up the local ghost. It also against the law and will be prosecuted as such. If you're not there on an official tour, honor that most hollowed of haunted house signs keep out.
Yeah, they're finding a way in though. Now that
Okay,
looks
that
pretty creepy, right?
that looks really creepy.
Yeah.
That's not something that I'd want to walk up to at night.
Oh, so that must say keep out. Like there's two on the door, right? The red sign.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've definitely got it posted. You shouldn't be in there.
Hmm.
If I didn't know better, I'd think that Nettie had a soundboard, right?
I know.
She's just hitting the thunder button every time we see the lightning.
I should show. Well, I wonder if it'll mess up. Let me see. I'm gonna let you all see. I'm gonna shut this off. Look, this is where I'm at. I'm in the dark. This is just my light coming.
All of a sudden, Mel comes popping out. She's whoa.
Boom. Whole house is dark right now. West Texas, the Plaza Theater Performing Arts Center.
Why are theaters always haunted?
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. The El Paso Plaza Theater opened as an pollutant movie palace in 1930, operating for 55 years before shutting down in 1985. The theater then remained dark for about 2 decades before a grand renovation took place, turning it into a performing arts center in 2006.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard other stories of theaters, like a lot of theaters being haunted,
Yeah,
and I'm always like, theater is supposed to be a fun thing that people go and do, so I don't understand.
yeah.
Well, maybe because they had fun doing it, they go back to somewhere they had
Because you
fun
hear
at.
like the dancers and just the people performing end up back at the theater.
Yeah. Not surprisingly, the plaza spent its 76 years from inception to rebirth accumulating ghost stories. We managed to revive this historic theater before it was too late, says Gary L. Williams, Senior Program Officer with the El Paso Community Foundation.
That was a lot of words.
There's a lot of words.
Yeah. The organization then saved the Plaza Theater and then partnered with the city of El Paso to restore it to its former glory. The dust and cobwebs may be gone, but it appears the ghosts have remained.
Dun dun dun.
Mm. Oh,
Oh,
it's pretty.
it is so pretty.
Oh,
I can imagine that back in the day.
look
Like,
at the architecture.
architecture is beautiful. Where's
It
Tommy?
is pretty. I love what they did with like those little plants and stuff. That's so pretty.
I can imagine that because it doesn't look like they've changed the structure very much, right? So,
Yeah.
like, looking at it, I can imagine it back in the day with
Uh-huh.
people sitting where those plants are and stuff. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Probably dates back to when people would go to the theater to a live show with performers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. If walls could talk.
man. Some of the plaza's creepy tales, concocted in abundance, features all the unusual suspects: a drifting woman in white, a materializing man in black, a vanishing child bouncing a ball, like most ghost stories. Their diversity lies in the retelling rather than the reoccurring.
Jen Joy dropping in on Nettie's side of things to say hello. Thank you for the
Hello.
support over there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Nightbot's welcoming Jen Joy. I love that Nightbot shows up. I need to
Like,
figure
hello.
out that. But a much larger share of the plaza's supernat
Supernatural.
it's like pausing in my brain. But a much larger share of the plaza's supernatural phenomena may require a ghost hunter skill set to resolve. Apparitions, including orbs, lights, and shadows, physical manipulations like electrical components switching on without power, objects moving independently, and sounds without sources.
Oh, wow. But Doll TV, thank you for coming back in.
Did I just skip a page? Hold on one second.
Hmm.
No, I didn't.
No. Mm-mm. And manifestations such as simulations, wow, that's hard, by touch, smell, and temperature have all endured, transgressing the barrier between the spiritual and the material world again and again. Together, they suggest something more dynamic than a mere ghost story. You might want to call this a real haunting.
Hmm. A door leads to underground tunnels running beneath the orchestra that were once used to cool the theater.
That's an actual picture too that I got from the theater. Looks like there's locks on it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a heavy duty door.
Mm-hmm. Intelligent people don't believe in ghosts, exclaimed 90-year-old Charles Russell, plaza manager from the 1940s to the 1951. During an interview for the 2006 commemorative reopening, while I consider myself to be intelligent, if you ever spent the night in the Plaza Theater, you might change your mind. Mm.
Central Texas AI Engineering Building, formerly the Animal Industries Building.
Yeah, that's a lot of words for that name.
In 1959, Roy Sims, foreman of the meat locker in Texas A&M University's old Animal Industries building, was performing a bit of a routine butchery on a slab of bacon. As he was cutting towards himself, the knife slipped in his hand, stabbing his leg near his groin.
Oh no. I can only imagine a place like that being haunted. If you think about butchering animals, maybe it's haunted with the spirits of the animals. I never even
Oh,
thought about that, BB.
you're right. I never thought about like animals haunting
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
animals are so lovable all the time. I never thought about
Uh-huh.
them haunting as well. Hey, your favorite villain, thank you so much for making it in.
Welcome in.
Uh oh
Kim.
no, not the wanker. The growing, the
Oh,
growing.
yeah.
Did he cut it off? We shall find out.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Okay, the architecture on that building is pretty.
Yeah. And you killed animals in that building? No, that's
Yeah, that doesn't
pretty.
that seems a bit off. That doesn't look. It looks too
Yeah,
pretty to be a butcher place.
yeah, right.
Hmm.
The blade cut open his is it fem-
Femoral.
femoral artery. His assistant, who stepped out for a moment, returned to find him bleeding out on the floor. An ambulance was summoned, but in vain. Sims died before he could be removed from the building. Oh, it killed him.
Because
Wow.
there's that main artery there, so I guess that they couldn't
Yeah.
stop the bleeding. I didn't see that. You asked if I seen the video of the AI picking up the ghost. I did not. I'm going to have to go check that out
Oh,
though.
wow.
Were they butchered or sacrificed?
I think it's just
That's
a
a good
meat
question.
plant or something. I don't know. Yeah.
She's got different names in different places, but we recognize that beautiful picture of yours.
Look at that. That's pretty cool, though. Maybe the butcher was shot with down there. I don't know.
This looks like something out of a like a Knights movie. Like I would picture
Yeah,
the
right.
knight in the big metal uniform
Uh
coming down
huh.
the stairs.
Like medieval, how do
Yeah,
you?
like a medieval times
Yeah, that's
type
it.
of deal.
Give me a big old chicken leg or turkey leg.
Yeah, that looks straight out of a medieval movie.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for sending it to me. I appreciate that.
yeah.
Is it your turn or mine? I can't remember.
I'll go ahead. I don't remember either.
Okay.
Sim's death was a tragic accident, but it doesn't take much for tragic accidents to take on a more ghostly cast. In the daytime, we never thought much about any ghost or strange occurrences, says Jeffrey Solville, a Texas A&M professor who was an undergrad and grad student in the 1970s.
It does look like something off the Sherlock
Oh
Holmes
yeah,
game.
Sherlock Holmes. Mm-hmm.
It bugged me out. I like paranormal, but on my terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a friend that owns a bed and breakfast out of Metropolis, Illinois, and there has been so much documented like paranormal stuff over there. It's very creepy. And for the most part, they're good ghosts, but there is one or two that are not
Mm-mm.
the kindest, and I'm like, I don't
That's
want to
a
deal with them.
beautiful building too. That house is
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love the ghost encounters there, but very much only want them to be on my terms. Like I
Yeah.
don't wanna meet the one that's in the basement in the morgue. That one's just not nice.
Mm-mm.
Oops.
Oh.
Cow skull design on a door. Yeah, I don't know why the place is haunted.
Yeah. Poor cow. He probably got butchered there.
You know, I've again with the thunder like right at the same right at the perfect time
I
of the
know, right? I came up to look at that cow face, and then the thunder behind me. Yeah.
It's terrifying. I've never been to a medium or a psychic. I think that would be an interesting thing to do.
Yeah, I've never been myself.
It was it was the nights when we were in the meat laboratory conducting research, usually by ourselves, that one would hear strange noises or feel like you were not alone. Over the years, Saval says students and custodians working in the bowels of the building have reported invisible footsteps, strange noises, and objects scattered far from their original resting spots.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Oh,
Look who's here.
hello, Shaco. I've missed you.
Yes, the growing. What the heck?
I saw a medium. I waited 3 years. She was amazing, worth the wait. She works with the NYPD on cases. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can imagine. So Val attributes many of the stories to the natural spookiness of an old building and nosy machinery such as the elevator and the refrigeration compressors. A series of renovations of the building have turned the site of Sims' accident into an office space. I can only imagine there's probably stuff going on in there, where he
Yeah.
died.
You start working someplace, you've been working there for a while, shit keeps moving around on your desk. You're like, this is weird. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden somebody's like, yeah, that's the room where the guy stabbed himself in the groin and he died. Like that'd be weird.
Mhm.
That would not be an office I would want.
No.
Leather clad doors that once led to a livestock butchering room.
Leather doors
Those doors, again, this looks like it's off of like a spooky movie or something. It doesn't look real.
makes me
But
think of like Leatherface. Wasn't that like a,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That's just crazy. What do they use? Like
why
the
would they
leather
use
off
leather
of the
doors?
animals, like leather skin, or to make those
Yeah,
doors?
I would guess that's what it is, but why? Why would they do that? You
Yeah.
think leather would be harder to clean than like a metal door or something?
Yeah.
Cows that get sent to butcher and pigs know what's coming and they're terrified. So I could see that energy staying. Oh,
Mhm.
that's true.
Mhm.
He says, Shaco's saying it's easier to clean.
Oh, really?
Money well spent. Interesting.
Now it's awfully quiet where I'm at right now. So if the thunder cracks, it's going to scare the, what out of me.
Me either, Kimmy. Growing okay, so moist doesn't so much bother me anymore. I think because people have used it so much.
Yeah.
So for me, moist is kind of just like it's whatever now. But growing, because that one's not used a lot, I think it does kind of get me a little bit.
Uh huh. Give me the chills.
Actually, you can't. I don't think on the YouTubes you can post a link. Um, You might be able to type it and, like, put a space or don't put the like, put www dot and then put a space before the rest of it, and it might go through that way, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it normally blocks them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like you going somewhere else from their site.
Mhm. So whether or not Sam's ghost roams the hallways, Saval says, one thing, one thing keeping his memory alive is a lesson offered by his death. It's because it became a precautionary tale each semester as we visited the students about safety and meat cutting. It gets their attention when you tell them that someone lost their life because of a knife accident.
Shaka over there misbehaving as usual. But combine both words, Kim, and you have heaven, moist, growing.
Yeah.
Uh, moist growing. Oh, man. I missed you, buddy. Gulf Coast Henley?
And
Henley Row?
oh, at the Gulf Coast.
They're friendly, says Cheryl Jenkins, manager of Galveston's eclectic Henley Market. She's talking about the non corporal habituate, these
Mm.
words, with whom she's worked in Henley Row, the oldest commercial structure in the Strand Historic District since 1990.
Huh.
Woo!
That was a lot.
These words, these are
Yeah.
big words.
And we're out of practice. So it's not surprising that Henley Row is a hotspot for supernatural activity. Completed between 1855 and 1858 for shippers and cotton brokers, it was the town's tallest structure during the Civil War. The roof doubled as a Confederate lookout for Union ships.
A Confederate lookout. Um, yeah, if it goes that far back, I am sure that place is haunted. Positive.
Hmm.
Kim says some people that work in slaughterhouses for years often have to go to therapy because of the screaming the animals do.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, that's
Be flustered. Sus.
it's awful buying a live lobster and cooking it. Hearing that.
I couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to cook a live animal. There's just no way I could do it. I've seen a lady over on TikTok. She's like a chef. Like she
Uh-huh.
does that's what she does on TikTok is all these cooking and she shares recipes and whatnot. And she was trying to cook crab and
Oh, crab
she
man.
she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
She ended up like in tears. She was scared to even handle them. She's like, "I'll never do this again, never." Her
Yeah.
husband ended up doing it because she just couldn't do it.
But did she eat it?
She'll eat it, yeah, but cooking it was another I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to either. I wouldn't be able to handle the screams.
Yeah. Galveston and nearby Barrier Islands history have been laced with tragedy. It was the site of a bloody Civil War fight and serial epidemics of yellow fever decimated the populace.
You got every single one of those words. I'm
Did
so
I?
proud of you. You did.
Yay! I was hoping you did.
Shakaton. The problem always originates with a moist growth.
Oh.
You're a mess. Hurricanes blast through regularly. The 1900 storm left up to 12,000 casualties in the worst natural disaster in U.S. history. No wonder Texas writer Brian Woolley called Galveston an old cemetery with a beach attached.
Oh. I've been to
That
Galveston too. I had no idea.
I've been to Galveston a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm.
Mm. That's so we were just thinking about the 30-to-1 ratio, 30
Yeah.
ghosts to 1 human, and then Joe brought up that that was in the past, right? So
Yeah.
that it would be more now, so more like 40 to 50
Uh-huh.
um, dead people to one to ghosts to 1 human. Now imagine going to a place like that where there was that much tragedy, then it would up the numbers as well.
Yeah. It could actually double the numbers if you think about it.
Mhm, that's scary thinking that you'd have that many of them walking like ghosts walking all around you, and
And
you would
can
be
you imagine if you were a medium because you would sense all that and that could
that would
be
be
overwhelming.
that would be overwhelming and exhausting for sure.
Yeah. Now, the resident ghosts of Henley Row represent aspects of Galveston history. There's a Confederate soldier seen on the roof and around the building. The bloodied teenage factory worker is a vest of the building's cotton grading days. Sorry, I can't
I didn't
pronounce
know
it.
that one either. I couldn't help you. I don't know. Vestige?
Vestige. Yeah, that's how I was going to say it. Yeah. Oh, it's huge.
That's a big building. That almost looks like you guys remember that mall that I went to? It used to be a butcher place, and then it
Mhm.
turned into a mall, and then I went and explored it. It was exactly like this, like a
Oh,
big
wow.
square like that
Yeah.
with 3 levels to it. It was just like this.
I wonder if it was built during the same time frame, if that's just how, that construction was, BB.
Probably, I
Yeah.
would guess so.
Mhm.
The lady in white and the running and playing little boy and little girl are thought to be 1900 storm victims. The
Mm.
upper floors house apartments and offices now, but Hendley Market's glass ceiling reveals views of stairs and landings and perhaps apparitions. During renovations, workers reported tools mysteriously moving around.
Wow, it's really active.
I'm trying so, like, This is kinda mimics that place that I went to because they
Yeah.
turned the upstairs into apartments, much like this place turned the upstairs into apartments, and I don't know,
Isn't that
it's
weird?
kinda creepy.
Yeah.
Hmm. And the workers, like, missing their tools and stuff, that was something from
Uh-huh.
that other story as well, so kinda strange they have
Yeah.
similar coexisting issues.
Yeah.
Uh, don't look into the carbon dioxide stunning systems they use for pork slaughter. They are often not working properly, and only now is there a Oh, no, no.
Oh, wow. So there's a lot of suffering that has happened. The staircase and where the mysterious lady in white is seen.
That is a beautiful staircase.
Yeah.
I want that in my house, it's
Isn't
so
that
pretty.
pretty? I love the colors too.
Yeah, I love the colors of it.
Uh-huh. And Jenkins and staff recall other spooky experiences. Some years ago, a friend gave her an old photo of Dr. Wilbur from a house on Church Street that always displayed in the shop. When Hurricane Ike in night, I think I had it.
Inundated.
Yeah, and undated, the building with 10 feet of water in 2008. The photo went undamaged while many other things were destroyed. Now, that is just creepy right there.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Every year on November 1st, Jenkins constructs an elaborate Day of the Dead altar that includes the photo and lighted candles. Before closing, the staff follows a 3-person backup routine to ensure the candles are completely extinguished, even dousing them with water.
Mm. Can you imagine going to something like that? Have you been to anything like that? The Day of the
Mm-mm.
Dead?
Have you been?
No, I know it's pretty big. Like in San Antonio, they have all kinds of stuff downtown San Antonio, and they
Mhm.
do have that, but I've never been.
Yeah, I was wondering because you have been to San Antonio so often. I was
Mhm.
wondering if you've ever caught the I think that would be an incredible thing to go see
Mhm.
because they wear, like, rose dresses, and
Yeah.
it's an incredible I've watched videos of them getting ready for it, and
Uh-huh.
the outfits and stuff they wear are
Yeah.
incredible, and the reason that they wear all of it is also pretty interesting.
Mm.
Whenever you first read the word Jenkins and then I read it, just throwing this out there, maybe I'm the only person that thought this, but I thought Jinkies from
Yeah, I
Scooby-Doo.
did. Yep, I did.
The first thought that popped in my head was Jinkies.
And then when I said Wilbur, I wanted to go Wilbur.
Yeah.
I did.
Wilbur. I'm glad I'm not the only one then.
Oh, wow. Yet
Mm,
almost every year, one or more candles are burning the next morning. See, and they doused them with water. And
that's
Jenkins has photos of lighted candles at night taken by a passerby through the shop window. Perhaps Dr. Wilbur is afraid of the dark. Wow.
Leroy Shaco. Um, can you I wonder I wonder if they've ever thought of putting a camera on them to, like, try to catch whatever that
Yeah.
is.
They should if that's happening, and see almost like your deal. It makes me think of that, where that what
The
happened.
picture?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyone that doesn't know, I had, moved into this house, and right on the other side of my computer screens, there's a room, but I didn't know that room was there.
Mhm.
It was just me not putting 2 and 2 together. There's a bathroom, and there's a door in that bathroom, and I didn't come down here. My son was pretty much living down here when we first moved in, and so I just thought the door in the bathroom led to a closet. I just thought it was a closet. I don't know why. I should have realized it wasn't. It was a room. When I
Yeah.
eventually went in, because I found out it was a room, there was a picture in there. Hold on, let me see.
I think you have it in your drawer there, unless
Yeah.
it left.
unless it disappeared. Well,
It went somewhere else.
it's here this time. So I went into that room and I found this picture.
Isn't that crazy?
It was just sitting in what that room is like. It's where your hot water heater and all that is. And this was just sitting on top of the hot water heater.
And
And
did
I was
you
like,
not say that room was cold, baby?
yeah,
Wasn't it?
really. Yeah, it's really cold. And
Yeah.
so this was just sitting there. Well, I walked away, left it there, no big deal. And then I went back like a while later because I was telling them the story of the picture and I was going to grab it and show somebody, and it wasn't there anymore. The picture was gone, just
Yeah.
gone. And then was it like a year, 2 years later,
Mhm.
I started to use this desk, the one that I'm using right now, which also came with the house, and the picture was in the drawer on the desk. And nobody did that in my house. Nobody would have moved the picture and like put it
Yeah.
and then it disappeared out of the desk.
Yeah. Did.
So the picture
Oh.
likes to take trips around the house. I have no idea who these people are, but that's the story of the picture.
Yeah. And
It's
apparently it likes the desk because it's still there. So,
yeah, it's been in the desk now for a while. It's still
yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
now that I told the story, it'll go run away. But
Yeah. It's going to go hide somewhere.
yeah, it's very weird though. And it always you always end up finding it
Mhm.
eventually whenever it disappears. So it's very weird.
Yeah.
Leroy apologizes. So that was the end of that, right?
That was the end. Yes.
Okay.
So those are some
All
pretty
right.
cool stories. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good, and all out of Texas. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. And when I put that together, that was even before that we didn't know that we were gonna, buy property. It's just crazy how that came about. And we're
And then
now
Eddie ends up moving into Texas.
and I lose my lights.
And while we're telling the story, the power goes out and the thunder starts at her house, so,
Yeah.
you know, there might be some hauntings over there, but we're just gonna pretend they're not.
No. Yeah. It was meant for us to do the story tonight. So
Well, I wanna ask everybody, have you guys, because we talked about this way back, but have you guys looked into the Menendez brothers recently? Has anybody done any kind of research on that at all?
myself, no. We've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to. But
And are you guys interested in having like a discussion on it, on the Menendez brothers? The one kind of similar to um, the one we did on John Bonet, we could do on the Menendez brothers if you guys are interested. And if that's something that interests you, um, how far out do you think we should schedule a live discussing that? Okay, so you guys have not yet. Shaco says Menendez brothers would be interesting.
mhm.
I think
I
so.
think it would be interesting too. So what we're wanting to know if you need time to do your research before we schedule it, on Sunday. So
Yeah. Would a
we
week
love
be
doing
enough,
these. Yeah.
would a week be enough time for you guys to look into that and kind of gather your own opinions and thoughts and all that stuff? Or do you guys want like 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Like how long
Mhm.
do you think you guys need to kind of watch some stuff and get a feel for it? Cuz I want to have like a discussion with everybody about it. This
Yeah.
case is polarizing to me at
Mhm.
least.
Mhm. Sasha, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
I have a feeling Ricky Martin involved somehow too.
Yeah. Right.
Creepy soundtrack, ladies. um, so do you guys think a week or 2 weeks? Are you guys up for the next time we go live, which would be
Mhm.
Sunday of next week, talking about it? Shanna says 2 weeks. Thank you for sharing it out.
Thank you, Sasha. We appreciate the share.
Jen, go ahead and drop that in the chat. whatever the case is that you're talking. Oh, Mother's Day. That's right. I won't be here next Sunday. We'll have
Yes,
to do
that's
it the
Mother's
following
Day.
one. It's my daughter's graduation. They hold graduation on Mother's Day. So,
So then maybe
um,
that would be perfect to come back after Mother's Day. That'll be the 2-week period.
okay,
And then
that'll be the 2-week period. So we'll do it then. And then let me grab you guys this. I'm gonna put a link in the chat because it'll let me drop that. Um, I'm gonna drop this in the chat. Everyone go. Okay, so this one that I'm dropping is the third part to a 3-part series where they go in depth and talk about everything that has to do with the Menendez brothers from then till now. And this will be the what I just dropped is part 3, but if you go to that, you'll be able to find part 1 and 2. There's a lot of information there, so that should get you guys going as far as, kind of looking into their story.
and I'm going to go ahead and grab that link and drop it on my side too. So
Like,
it's dropped over on my side as well.
and then Jen, text me that too, so I don't forget to look up that one. I'm the only one that does my homework for once. um, no, I've been really following this case. Um, back when the case first broke, it never and I was a kid when it came out, but it never sat right with me. These
Yeah.
boys were so heartbroken and so sad. They didn't seem like they were doing it maliciously.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't quite fully grasp everything back then. Um, so it's just been really interesting now as an adult to kind of follow and look back at the case. And it's kind of mind blowing that they're in jail, if I'm being honest, my opinion. But I hope that we can all kind of watch and then come back and discuss because I really want to hear everybody's opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because what they did was brutal. There's no denying that. So
Thank you for putting that link out there, BB, because
oh,
like I haven't done my research on it, and like you said, there's so much that's out there now on this case from what happened back years ago, and it was just something that didn't sit right with you, and it seems like it's making
well,
sense now, you know.
and if you guys are not following that channel that I just put, it's called Crime Weekly, and the young lady, it's a man and a woman, but the lady, I've been following her for years. Stephanie Harlow is her name, and she puts in work and research, and she's now gotten big enough that she has a research team that can kind of help her, but she does deep dives in order to really give you everything you need. So that's why I highly recommend um, them as far as a place to view it. And him and her, what's cool about their show is they disagree with each other. Like he doesn't have the same opinions as her, and she doesn't have the same opinions as him a lot of the time. So they kind of go back and bounce off of each other. So it's nice because you get a point of view from both
Yeah,
sides of things.
yeah.
All right. Well, I am still trying to recover from being sick. So we're probably going to hop off of here, but
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be back. Unfortunately, we'll miss next Sunday, but we'll come back with
Hmm.
the Menendez brothers. I will put up some reminders and also link this stuff in the community tab so you can find it there as well if you need to find it later. But do you have any announcements that you wanted to do? Any videos coming out?
We're gonna at the moment we haven't been putting out any content, with this transition, but we are going to be coming back shortly. So I don't know when, but just stay tuned. We'll be posting it on the community tab, and we're going to continue making our content. Now we still go live every Friday night. So we do Friday night live with friends, and we'll be live with a guest this coming Friday. But we are doing 2 hours now instead of 3. So we're looking forward to that. It's a lot of fun. If you guys can, Yeah, Joe, Nettie's homesteading channel now. And if you can, come check it out. You have a blast. We do a lot of games on Friday Night Live for friends.
Just throwing it up there for you, Shaco. Just throwing it up there for you.
Hilarious. And BB, take it easy and get well. We all want to make sure you're well.
Doing my best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my best. We'll take it easy and we'll keep trucking along and hopefully we get answers soon. But all right. With that being said, I love all your faces. I hope you have an amazing night and an amazing week coming up. We'll
Thank
talk to
you
you
all
later.
for coming in tonight. We really do appreciate it and missed all of you.
Love y'all. Bye.
Sending love your way. Good night.